Oh, let's do a tier list video before the PT for the PT meta in general, and then we can do straight after this Oscilio matchup spread and the same video. I don't think I have too much interesting to say things to say about like the general tier, how the things go. So I'll just put like Mario is not having the best matchups, I guess, but still fine deck, a little bit varied, I guess. Sleepy better. Uh, I'll probably change these to as with the context grows, right? Then we can see the matchups and stuff. But Sleepy did well in a recent tournament, and the deck is just pretty decent. That's about that one. You probably go there, or best deck in the format, the deck to beat. Not by a huge margin though, I don't think. Like, obviously it's the best deck and performing well, but she's also very popular, and her conversion rates are just like sort of normal. It's nothing like Zen was or even how Viserai was. And sorry, still a little bit sick. But I greatly enjoy playing against her, no matter the deck. I really do. Besides, I guess if you're playing like Earthier or something, then it's just flicker or bust, I guess. So it feels really bad for both players, of course. Flicker is the only card that is kind of a little cringe, creating sort of non games, but overall, she's really fun deck to play and play against, and obviously powerful. So as a lad, I don't even know, probably like Mario level, kind of similar. I think she's sort of like where's Oscilio type of thing. I don't even know how to make the comparison. But it's like she plays on aggro decks, but Aura has fairly decent time in the Aura this era, and then she just sort of like loses into everything else, I suppose. Betsy, uh, I, I've, I've heard things, but I think it's still like a meme. But yeah, you go there. Bravo, same thing. Syndra, not there. Probably like top of A tier. Better than Sleepy. I actually don't know. Is Syndra even the best hunted hero? Probably. Is she? Dude, I got no clue. Let me turn on Discord. Do not disturb thing. Oh, sorry about that one. Oh, that one. All right, so then we get Dash IE. She's like good, but like, a lot of people like she's good. But do you have much of a reason to play her over the new Dash IO one? Probably not. And Dash IO is good. She's good there. I think she's better than Syndra. Um, definitely has a good time into aggros beating Zen, Syndra, Aurora, but then you just sort of all lose to fatigue, right? And or like the heroes a block wall, so you can't deliver your own hits and whatever. So yeah, it's probably like that's it. That's a pretty good place. Dory, I guess it's like this middle tier. Um, yeah, she can be good. Can be good. Wait, what? No. This one, Enigma, another top deck. Uh, yeah, or probably the best one, but this is like the tier. I mean, not very controversial take. This is like the how the things are thought to be right now. Phi, uh, actually, no. Bottom B, top C. I guess we're here. Don't know if there's like actually too much difference between Phi and Syndra. Besides, suppose Syndra abuses Flick and Mask of Momentum, but Phi also does good things with counselings and stuff. We got Fang, who's been on the rise, but I don't think I'll put Fang on S tier. But Fang is doing very good, and I feel like even though I played like the matchup on Oscilio a lot, It's like relatively free because like Warrior Wizard, right? But it's getting scary because this guy is going online really fast, and once he gets online, it has the biggest numbers ever. But it's still like sort of linear because if you don't got your D reacts, you're just looking to convert to offense your whole hand. Um, and like thanks in their matchup, we lapped that a bit of games. With PT friend. I played both ways, and I think it's like I don't know. It's like sort of even. Maybe a little fan favorite, maybe a little aura favorite, but yeah, just goes online and kills you in like two turns, 3 turns. Very good deck. Maybe best hunted deck to be fair. Yeah, I'm gonna say Fang best hunted deck. Also has also had best results. I'm not a fan of looking at Talisher data. I think the game is a fair bit different when you play it at the Pro Tour level rather than looking at generic Talisher stats. It's just the heuristics of like generic heuristics, I guess, but yeah, also the adaptability of like new tech and stuff like that until like pros play them. The decks differ. Play patterns they like sort of inherits down and then reflects on the data later. I think, but I'm not big on that. So Florian, Stonks have been. Oh yeah, what is this? Betsy always wanting to come. It's like could do a Joe Mama joke right there, but I'm not gonna do that. Uh, maybe still S, but the hype has gone down a bit. And after all, like Florian is not doing anything too interesting. Like blocking well, going on the line, doing 0 for 4, 0 for 5 out of blue, playing the late game really well. The Aura matchup it's playable, but not very good. Because you can only block for so long. You can cover breakpoint as well, like with seeds. Just D reacts and then swinging, felling back, trying to disrupt a little bit, playing the 2 card hands like Reclamation, which is good ones. Like Earth heroes have like the best 2 card hands in the game. Is there anything that has better? It's like yeah, probably the best 2 card hands in the game, but it's still like not enough. I just Aura Trust Flicker, no felling, no plow, GG's kind of thing. But it's not unplayable for Fuller. It's like 35 to 65, 30, 70, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, we also left this like 15 to 20 games, and it's not very good for Florian. So then we got Ira, dropped down quite a bit, but I probably here, like 5 level. Is 5 better than Ira? I don't think so. How does shared matchups even go? I'm not even gonna attempt to. Like, yeah, I don't have great insights on Ira. I feel like she just sort of like came into the meta to. It's very easy to build her and play her, right? Because you do like the +1 thing a turn, and it goes like CNC for 7, or then you go White Hands and Mask of Momentum. But the thing is that the things develop, decks block better, players play better in the thing, and then the premier aggro decks or like this kind of knowledge and deck building decks go down, like Syndra been going down. So yeah, it's probably somewhere in the middle B. I think Dory might be a little better than B though. Oh, maybe somewhere here, and I think Fang is better than Dory, but they do have pretty good warrior cards nowadays. So Dawnblight can do things. It can do things. Jarl though, it's probably not gonna be too many Jarls at PT. I put Jarl somewhere here in the B as well. I just get a little crowded here. Alright, next one's the go bottom. Probably drops down to C. But yeah. The Aura matchup is not. It's like. Aura doesn't struggle as much in the Jarl as you would think. Because it's just big numbers, then you can play the mid range game. but I'm not gonna say it's like a good matchup. What else? You just see Enigma, you lose. And I don't know, you probably lose to Florian as well. I'm not too knowledgeable about Jarl matchups, so that's that. Dude, this Kano deck, like I put last time him in like F tier, but I've played some games of Kano again with the new list. It is so cringe. Like Kano's playing its own game where it just blocks and sets up potions, and then it quickly goes to like a level where your prevention just doesn't matter. It's like you can like you'd think if Aurora is like AP3 SV2 with Charmers, that the matchup would be like absolute atrocious for Kano. Like it's not. Sometimes the 5 prevention is not enough. Also like pitching with Aurora is sort of fake, right? You have like 6 blues, like generically into lists. So what you're gonna do? Pitch a red. So then it's like 3 prevention and wildfire coming for 8, and now you got like floodgates, and then it's just a whole west. Also, like the flips are not, you're not that often like blind flipping where you're comboing because you prioritize playing DPOS a lot. So then you just, there's so many like playable blues like overflows, floodgates that you can top and then fix your racks, so you can always have like, and for Kindles you can always have like guaranteed blue draws. And they play a lot into, also if you need to blind flip that it's a hit. There's way too many hits, even though there's way too many bricks as well. It's because you're doing like a lot of what is it, controlled environment casino sort of. You read casino deck. It becomes a bit too consistent on how much you can kill. And then you have like matchups like Florian, which is like super free. If you pair into anything that has low AB, you just kill them in like turn one. The moment you find wildfire, yeah, this game is over. Enigma, you play the slow game, the tempo game is pretty good. It's not like the best matchup, but not the worst matchups. Can be a little favored. So yeah, I think Kano is like a real pick. Unfortunately for PT, but you'd also want Kano to win some points, I think. So that would be cool if this hero would go LL really soon, because I find the Casino lists to be really cringe. But anyways, yeah, that's enough of Kano. Well, let's go Kasai. Where is, I said I'm not gonna rant too long about this one, but I feel like still too much to talk about this game. um, Kasai, I actually don't know. Not very good, I guess. Like some say that Kasai is like the aggro Kasai A S tier good deck, but is she really offering anything that significant? Probably C tier. Katsuya, don't unban bonds. Do something else, please. But this hero needs something. But please don't unban bonds, even if Sen goes LL. I think Elsa said though that they are not ready to unban bonds regardless. So we'll see. We'll see. KO. I don't know. I You can be there. Yeah. Looking rough out here for brutes. Levia. Manson probably gonna disagree, but I don't know what Levia has to offer. I'll put her there. Is she the best brute? Actually, is Reiner the best brute? Is Reiner gonna do the Reiner thing? I don't know. Max here. New, very good deck. Wait, someone has to be here. That's probably new. Yeah, let's see this one. New there. I don't know. You probably heard long rants in the TLS videos or whatever about the news. It's a good deck. Yeah. Not much to say about new. There we go. Olympia. Yeah. Yeah, I can put Bravo up a bit. There we go. We'll play D tier. Oscilio. All right, this is the expertise now. This is my expertise here. So there's I've seen most tier list videos, and Oscilio is like going between C and A tier. I feel like people blame a lot on the variance, which is also true. But you got this guy right here. Also has a lot of variance, but people have no issues putting Kano to powerful when it's really powerful. And I think Oscilio is a little more consistent than Kano, so I don't see the issue. I've played both decks like good four numbers, 4 digits of games. Uh, so best wizard Oscilio? I don't know. Maybe not. Like Kano is surprisingly powerful right now, but Oscilio has like super good matchups besides this, but I feel like Nu is also like really playable. I've had good success into Nu because you just play a little slower methodological. And at some point they will whiff on their disruption, and then it's just go time. Only like you need to be aware of your arsenal slot that they're targeting because you do want to play around gun and flash. But I found like if you can like sometimes IP1 and just put a redundant sigil that would not do anything during the turn that would you would play it on the board. Just IP it and put it arsenal. And then you just take like 4 damage. Okay, who cares? Play that, and then you can also like you can convert like 4 cards out of your hand, and like you both sort of walls down the same way. But once you find the combo avenue and you do that or a big cliff overlay, you do really well in the new. It's like not the worst. It's just slow and painful. Slow and really painful. But anyone match up good. Aurora is also quite favored. It's like 60-40. Florian completely free, bro. Um, yeah, Florian is completely free. Like even if I say free, it's a card game. You can lose the matchup, sure, but good. Uh, Playable, but one of the worst matchups. This is probably now one of the worst matchups as well. It's like Azalea, but without disruption, kills you in 2 turns, even over like AB1 SB2. But if you're like AB1, just concede the game at the turn one. It's you just have to pray they break. Um, that's why I also like put the rewind in the deck, because I thought it would be funny if you find it, and then you just completely win the game, because there's riders, and then you rewind the wildfire, and that's that. Fang a really good matchup. It's like 80-20, I think. 70-30. They can go fast, but you just scar them. You just arcane them and kill them, combo them. Yeah. Sleepy worse matchup than Nu, I think. It's the worst assassin. It's like bottom 3 matchups. Syndra very flippy. Dash IO can be bad. Can be bad, can be good. Depends on the new null time zone and if you can like block their grenades and find combo. Their AB is more real than Aurora's. Aurora's AB is not real. It's just yeah. Or like I've seen a lot of people drop Charmers, so then they're just AB3 boarding in, but the reality of the situation is that they are not pitching. So you just can get your surges through, and then at that point it's just a low AB aggro where you can also board in a lot of things where a lot of their damage and value is in the on hits. Also offer 4 breakpoints, and they offer no disruption. And I played this matchup quite a bit on Aura's side too against Oscilio. It's really scary. Like I do run Charmers, face Purgatory, and if you both march down to like I don't know, Oscilio is like 5 HP or like 25 HP, it still feels like the most losable game ever. If you pass, they have Greaves up and 5 card hand. Yeah, it's the most losable game ever. Because if you then go to 5 and 5 life, yeah, they also got shocks and arcanes and Saint Zero for 4s, Sigil of Solace and all that. It's painful. But yeah, I think Oslo is very good. This matchup's quite good. This is quite good. Playable to bad. Don't know. The lists are not that figured out yet, but it's an assassin. It's not gonna cope and say it's favorable matchup. Charlie's good. Ara is good. Azala horrible. Fi good. Free. Quite free. Quite free. Quite free. If they are super aggro and high roll you, that's yeah. Can't lose that. Quite free. Take Laponda hurts though. Free. But this like, who doesn't beat these decks? That's kind of the point why they are here. Now we got Prism. Prism's good. Prism's good. I don't know. So probably not. Also a lot better than Prism. Come on. Reiner. Top of B. I I wouldn't go that far. Somewhere here. The best breed probably. The only reason though that Reiner has been doing results converting is because of that Eugene guy. That's like, I don't know. This is different deck. Different deck when you got him piloting it. But that's the cool thing about this game though. Like you can look tier lists and you're like, okay, I go PT, I pick this. I'll learn to play Enigma and beat everyone. Like, can't ignore these guys that are specialists, put in the hard work and play eras like this and know the ins and outs and the matchups. They played, if you learn to play Enigma for PT, the player into Eugene Reiner, he has played the matchup more than you have played this deck as a whole. You don't know the ins and outs, the intricacies of the matchups as well as they do. So yeah, it's really scary. It's a cool thing, really cool thing about this game. Riptide, yeah, you there, I guess. It's decent Aurora matchup though, but everything else is loose. Bolton, probably here. Yeah, I guess. Like you could troll Lumina, you do good. You don't troll Lumina, you do bad. Very black and white example, but it feels like that one. Yeah. Like even if you troll Lumina, I don't think you're doing good enough. It's a little bit too fair. Yeah, it's not. Is tech even this high? Come on now. Come on now. Verdance. Verdance is really good. Like look at this wizard thing here going on. Verdance is good. Really good. Why? Because they block like Florian. They send 2 card hands like Florian. They have Striders. They have heals. Um, this is it can be a fine matchup for Verdance. Like I don't know if you're Jonathan Fulk and you can block perfectly everything. Unless Aura lines up like 2 flickers combos, kind of good matchup. Like adding my, I don't know, it's kind of bad, but everything else here, well, Kano is not good. Russell is not. Wait, what the fuck? What do you even beat? It's a good deck, but I'm gonna be honest. The fuck do you even beat? By the way, this deck is a little better. You beat like everything here, I guess. Bro, I'm gonna get flamed so hard because I don't know what you beat, but it's a good deck. Um, Picture, probably a good deck. I don't have too much to say about Victor though. Put it right here. Your matchup is like fine, but I don't know. You need to start winning clashes fast and send cards back. Because or the thing about Aura is that it's just so honest on the numbers too. That a lot of these matchups, like if you would play any ninja in the Victor, that would be very miserable for the ninjas. But Aura is just split damage and very like very good numbers. It's hard for these decks because they try to play the numbers game too. You kind of lose the numbers game though, or I think. You're banned. You go there. Zen. Actually, this is gonna be a little hot take. I know a lot of people put Zen here, but I've like what do you beat? I know the premise of Zen is that you have good Enigma matchup. It's not as good as it was with Bonds and all that, but good Enigma matchup. And people say it has good Aura matchup. But I tested internally the matchup quite a bit. I was playing Aura into Zen, and I don't know how Zen can beat that matchup. Like I was winning even if my opponent was transcending turn 1, 2, 3. I played through 6 Zen-state tokens with all my arcs and stuff, and I still beat them because the numbers are just so good on Aura. I like this deck. It's not doing too much if you're not transcending and making sense, but even those are like, yeah, they're good turns, but it's not like that amazing. So I do want to pump them down, but I guess, well, I don't know the new matchup. I know I'm not gonna even attempt to guess that one, but I don't think Zen is as good as people make it be. I think Kano is better than Zen, to be fair. I think Oscilio is better than Zen. Because this is another matchup for Oscilio that is just so good. It's kind of like Aura, but less damage and less AB, and wow, yeah. A little bit more disruption, I guess, but that's crazy. I'm a put in there. That's my hot take. Vincent. Oh, no, you won. What the fuck is going on? Where did Vincent go? Vincent. There. Alright, come on. No, not there. But like somewhere here. A really powerful deck. But I think it's like similar to Oscilio. The deck can lose to itself, right? But then you also have the issue where Vincent just dies to fatigue. Or like these very good blocking decks, right? That's the struggle. Whereas Oscilio just farms them. And anything mid range, Oscilio farms them. And anything that is aggro and that can't pitch, Oscilio can farm them, right? So Oscilio just by nature loses to decks that disrupt you a lot. Like if Ira is sending CNC into weakest link into CNC into RS into weakest link into RS into CNC into RS into weakest link. Uh yeah. Yes, cry and die. That's about that one. Order like DoorDash. DoorDash like Minecraft Happy Meal to your calling venue and help you get creepers from the Minecraft Happy Meal box. I don't know. Something like that, but yeah, that's it. Maybe the hot takes in my list. Is it like Kano? We got this. We got this here. What else? Uh, I don't know. It's like less. I've also played a fair bit of Mario, but yeah, it's just Toddler games. I can't really say too much about that one. No expertise on like the wide matchup spread change, but I like this list. I like this list. Should we then? Yeah, let's just straight up discuss the Oscillo matchup spread. Oh no. Add Robo. The SS Z back. There we go. The S. Alright, come on. Then we got Oscillo in the middle. We got Mario. I'm gonna put it there. Um, can go fast, can go disruptive, but sometimes they just swing daggers and let you keep your hand. So then it's like good. But you do want to block them, and then you want to deny getting marked. If you can get denied mark and they with on their disruption, the matchup becomes quite easy because it's hard sometimes for Mario to get you marked and get the thing going. So yeah, Slippy is probably the worst assassin because they can go like the cringe 4 card 5 card hand. They said Bounce go again. Holding 4 cards, yeah, flicks open, have snappies open. That's just terrible. But I mean, sometimes you just lose the card. It's whatever they come with their hand. Just lose the card side of their deck. It is what it is. Sometimes you block 12. Yeah, it is what it is. But um, yeah, they also shit damage. Meanwhile, because like the first card they can go, you're marked, or they have flick open and they go for first card go again, mark of the Black Widow. I'm like, wow, that's very cool. I block 4 here with like D-React, and they're looking at now 7. They're like, okay, another D-React, and then they're like, okay, now 10. And then you lose card, but then you're like, oh, maybe I think don't block this, and I just look card out of their hand there. Like, okay, card out of your hand. Now there's Kiss of Death coming for 3. I have 3 cards in hands. Like, oh, that's very cool. I guess I have to block this one then for life, and they pump it for like 70. A lot of losing games. Yeah, and they go very fast, so it's a bad match. This one though, I don't even know. Like, they just attempt to do something for you, or it's very good. That I discussed there a little bit, but basically, heuristic says that um she goes faster than you until you combo, and as long as you don't have a combo open and can keep your hand, you kind of win the game. Because you even the game with the combo, and then you win the post combo game state because you have all the tempo in the world and the shocks and the enders. The way that dealt the game till the end. I played this matchup quite a bit of games. Um, well over 3-digit numbers of games playing against this one. I played also Aura into Oscilio. I've also played Aura. Just the deck as a whole, probably like 100 games in the last month. Mm. And also the people that I played Oscilio into Aura are the absolute best players in the world. So I have a lot of experience in the matchup, and I can confidently say it's Oscilio favored. Azalea is just cry. If they don't find their retinal ledger for the first 2 turns, so you can somehow find a combo, then you can win. But it's otherwise it's very miserable. The Betsy goes there. It's our entire freaks. They have the wager cards and pummels and stuff like that. So bravo. I don't know. It's kind of free to be fair. Syndra I think is a flip. If you can go first and set up, I actually don't know if you can go second to Syndra and block out a bit and don't leak a lot of damage. It's like very good. If you go first, you can set up and combo them fast, and that is favored. But it's more flippy than Aura. Mask of Moment is a little harder to block. Dash? Yeah, I don't know. Pounder hurts, but not too much interesting stuff. Dash I think it's getting worse. Dual time zone. Just a lot of pressure. If you can't block well their boom grenades, you sort of die. If you do deliver, in my experience, the death faster than Aurora. But maybe it's because my inexperience in I've played a little bit of Dash IO, but it was before Syrup, but the armory deck, right? Really high octane. Then we got Dari. I think Dari is a pretty good matchup, but it's probably like 50 55-45 because Stoneblade can be hard to impossible to tedious to block, and then you can die very fast, but it generally a little bit less damage than this. It's probably in the same realm of damage than Aurora, but also like same principle of arcane barriers and stuff. Yeah, I think these two are like sort of similar in the way where you want to play them. Anymore. Wait, what is Fi doing? Okay, you can go there if you want to. Sure. Probably not that high though. Anymore, I'm gonna put here. Probably like this. Yeah, I do like this. Um, they can't keep their board because you clean and sweep that every turn. If they attempt to do that, it's a little bit foolish because they can't know what the follow up is. Is it arcane? Is it physical? And if it's arcane, it just pierces through their defenses and strips the board. But that's not how they die though. They still have a lot of like phantasms that are very good into Oscilio, and they do have disruption, and sometimes they can dip the grain dip. What is the name of the card? Grain that's dip the scales. Anyways, the +1 transcend that puts CNC or whatever to 7. It's a very annoying thing. And also like sometimes cats can hurt a lot. Restless coalescence. If they can have like fast setup that you can't deal with, like turn 0 or something like that. There's avenues where you lose this game a lot, but you just combo and they die. I think it's a little fair bit favored, but yeah. Fang goes here. AB0 to AB1. If they pitch card out their hand for AB1, it's very foolish. Yeah, they just sort of die. But they do go very fast though. But it's like compared to these decks, it's an additional gimmick of getting online, which also wizards can scour. So yeah, Florian quite free. You can lose if they find a lot of failings. They can go online fast. A lot of plows. Reclamations where they like hit back you a lot while blocking quite well. You can lose that one, but generally the matchup goes very long. And current funnel is king. That's all I'm gonna say. Current funnel glyph. Those type of cards are king. Also shock, null shock, and big spells. Because you can convert your hands where you go like embodiment coming off, you get gone, instant, gone, pitch a card or use tunic the shock, and the shock comes for like 5, and then it'll like 13 split damage. And the shock damage sticks because it's only up to AB3 that they can block really. So it's like awesome. And it's hard for Florian to block. And you can craft like the biggest blast combo in the history too. That's really cool. Ira. A lot of disruption. It's quite 50-50, I think. Jarl, I think is pretty good, but I don't know. It's like because this feels a lot like new matchup, where like by default, by design and theory, it should be bad matchup. Like pummels, fellings, a lot of eyes, lake, all can old. But the thing is that like the other guardian cards don't do anything. Frostfang is quite annoying. But if they develop lake, they are not like doing too much. So you just take your time and set up. You don't actually mind that because the more setup you get, the scarier it gets for Jarl, and they also can't block Arcane well. I'm actually put Jarl there. Like fuck it, it's fair. I think I have not struggled much in the Jarl. There's like one list on one player that feels unbeatable when I play each Jarl. Also not very represented deck, but I think that matchup is actually quite good. Like it just feels bad when they put Frostbites and Lakes down. And they're like, oh, I can't play my 6 cards now. What is this bullshit? But it's like from because I played Jarl too a little bit. Like from Jarl's side, then when your opponent passes and you're not able to block with your cards, and you have like 5 cards in your hand, like well, Titan's Fist for 4, I guess. it's not it's not doing much. And you can also like play around Stalagmite and play around Blizzard. When you're ready to pitch, we have a fair bit of blues and yellows. So don't get caught. Do a second cycle. You can win without boots this one too. Okay, I used to say that this was favorite, but now I just fucking cry every time. It's so scary how much this does, because I played Kano side too. It's I don't even know. I don't even know. Like the combo is too consistent. Kasai, very good matchup. Easier than Fang for sure. Because she like her high roll turns are so like when Fang is online. So then Fang just does that every turn once she gets on Fang gets online. Pets are free as fuck. Bro, we put KO somewhere here. Easier than Dash Eye? Sure. Easier than 5? Probably not. Actually, let me put KO there. He can hit hard back. And also pitch blue to AB3, but they don't have Scalding Flashback. The big thing is Scalding Flashback though. That is very annoying. But it's still like good. I think it's easier to play in the Purgatory just by the fact that they need to draw the attack action and non-attack action with Purgatory. But when it comes to Scalding, just put it there and then you lose a random card out of your hand. And that is terrifying. This one there, let's probably put no. No is easier than Slippy. Not as easy as Mario though, I don't think. But it's playable. Like I I don't know, I played into good news like 5 to 10 games, which is not a lot. And doing quite okay, but then it just like still feels terrible. But whenever I'm not playing, I know that is like actually decent at the game. It's like the freest thing ever. But I can't really evaluate those. Although those can be our Swiss players, your PQs or whatever. But if this is like for PT, I think it's quite bad if you're hitting the best players and they know the matchup. But there's a lot of game that. There's definitely a lot of game that. I'd say 35, 65 maybe. Best knows. If you also know your matchup well. I need to stress this. You need to be very good into playing into new to make it. I'm not that good. I think they can make that matchup a lot better still, but it's a very skill intensive matchup. It also goes very long. Just be ready to lose your cards. Don't tunnel into needing a combo, needing to play with Ganon Flash. Realize the value of Blast, realize the value of denying their transcend, realize the value of Glyph overlays. And just doing like generic arcane stuff. They're all okay, yeah, that's free. Prism is another cry one, for sure. Probably the worst matchup. I think this is the order. This is the order. The Prism is bad. It's still winnable though, but you need to. I think it's also like very skill intensive matchup where you can play it much better than Prism and win by that. with your shocks and mostly just shocks, I guess, and playing cards and like around their ability to flip on the instant speed. So yeah, you just sort of want to deny their first soul. Once they get their first soul, you just want to like immediately switch to deal as much damage as you can with your cards and kill them. They still have 32 left. If you find combo early, it's really cool. You win. But Reiner can be scary, but I don't know. Easier than Jarl, I think. Not as easy as Dory. Actually easier than Dory. Actually easier than this one. Uh, Zora easier. And that's probably like this way. Seeing the minute cards are grand. You need to find combo, but you can also block. That is do fair kind of fair stuff. They have Scowling though. Let me actually from there. The fuck Scowling, man. Riptide. Where do I put Riptide? Just like it's traps are annoying. Sure. And they trigger quite a bit. There's also Battering Bolt, which is like weakest link into us. That is quite bad. But Silver Riptide is not doing a whole lot of damage. Um, and also you need to be aware of not pumping your cards up in power to not get inertia trapped, or then you want to blast the inertia away. And also the what's its name? Collapsing Trap, the blue legendary one that just shuffles your hand in deck and you draw -1, kind of like their mind warp type of deal. It is kind of feels kind of bad, but the deck is still not doing a whole lot. I feel like it's like 60. But I think it's harder than this. I know, right? But good though. Because the traps deal with your life total and they hit you back with like battering balls and shit. Sometimes they can convert their hand with like annoying on hits. But then if you can play around Gandalf Flash, you can deny all their traps. Pretty much. Bolton. Easier than Fang. You can lose this matchup fast though. Because Luminous Sword. So it's not like the freest matchup ever. But if they do like Luminous into Luminous, it is, yeah, that is GG's. Tekla is the most free thing in the history of free things, by the way. This is easier than Florian. This is easier than Florian. This is easier than Florian. Okay, Duzuri, I don't know. This matchup also feels bad to play, but just kind of win it. It might be favored, but I'll put it there because I can't be the biggest culprit in history and put everything in the favored. I'd need to play like this into the best players in the world. Well, this one I'm playing, but it's horrible. Yeah, Burdens. Oh, it's just good matchup. Unless I don't know, I have not played Fook in a long time, but unlike Oscilio Verdens matchups, we've been playing just Aurora Verdens. Um, but my record is not very good into him. I have to say that one. I don't know why, but every other Verdens player, I don't think I've lost. There's something, something disgusting going on there, but yeah, it's just kind of like Florian, but she can have a little bit more disruption that can't interact with if they develop like a good tree on the board and mind warp and destruct them, and then send fellings and put you down at like Starstriders area, or if they find like time to go online fast and do their turn like ramp combo, and then you're at Starstriders Avenue. Also, they can block well and fatigue you if you're not careful about that one. And your pitch deck can be ruined by mind warp. So there's a lot of game in that, but I think in general just the combo going combo, go win is favored. But if she plays well and she sees what your win cons are and denies those, yeah, it's not here. Victor, I think kind of 50-50. Uh, 'cause Victor is the definition kind of like Ara, where you do good stuff in the them, but they can just send disruption every turn. They can not whiff on disruption. It's very hard if they go CNC or weakest link with pummels. Um, like anything with pummel just hurts because it's a lot of damage. Even though it's just you lose one card, okay, but it's just a lot of damage. So you can't tank those forever. So that's the issue. Also, clashing, you lose 95% of the clashes. Maybe you actually win more than those. I think the math was that the victor loses 16 or 14% of time into itself. So then sometimes you have an attack and they have non-attack, and then they reroll and it's a non-attack, so you win. Like, yeah, but realistically, you always lose the clash, and then they go cast homes, but visit Goldmane Estate, and now it's like the Golden Sun backed up with Pummel coming in for 10 plus Pummel plus taxes. That's like, yeah, okay. But still, like, very winnable. It's probably like here, but I'm a respect Victor, put Victor there. Vincent. Put Vincent can be favored too. Can be hard. You need to play really well and mindful into Vincent tanking and blocking. Most importantly, are ABing if you can with your blues and not get hit by Succumb. Like, Succumb is the avenue where you lose. So don't get hit by Succumb. Cool is annoying as well. But she also just goes like big turn into nothing. It'll do a setup into good turn into setup into big turn or something like that. Right. So just don't get hit by Succumb. If you feel like you need to 50-50 on the Succumb if they have it or not, most of the time it's very telegraph. They do have. It's like they send a card, no go again. There's 3 arcane coming from Ruchans. I have 3 cards. Or they had 3 cards, no go again. It's like, yeah, well, what can this be, brother? How can you make action points so you can convert the rest of your hand? Because you have also rune gated like 3 cards as well there. But if it's just tank, don't get hit by things. She also just takes a lot of damage from rune gaze or lose life. Zen, very good. Yeah, it's actually I'm gonna put Phi up here. Zen is harder than Phi for sure. I guess it's just a lot better deck. But still, it's like if they can't transcend fast, you can deny their transcend. They have no AB, AB1 at best. They can pitch to it, sure. It's like a lot of blues, so they can pitch to it. They can create Sensei, which blocks a lot of damage. But I think I've played like good enough Sense well enough times that I think this matchup's like pretty fucking good. Levia is losable, but it's probably like easier spread. Is it? I don't know. Somewhere there. I can't lose fast. Like Sash, Shadow Realm Horror, what's his face? Blood Bellow. Yeah. The big difference is just basically the Shadow Realm Horror. But you can abuse your AB side more and they have to pitch or take a lot of damage and they don't get much of anything in the bin. So yeah, that is like, I don't know. You kind of lead how the thing goes. But this would be the matchup spread in my eyes. and I fail to see how Oscilio would not be powerful. Oh, hold on. Let me show you one cool stat here as well. A little bit of bragging, but my statistics down. Am I not showing you anything? Oh, never. Just took a little bit lower. Let's get Oscilio here. Internal games only. 102 games. 59% win rate. Private games, internal testing games into real players, real pro teams, good pro teams, the best pro teams. Yeah, I think the zero is very powerful. But there's also variance, and there's a very steep floor to get to that power. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this tier list. Thanks again to my patrons. Slideshow. Hey, look at how beautiful, beautiful people. Thank you so much. And if you're playing at PT, at Calling, if you're at London, good luck at the games, and most importantly, just have fun there, right? The events are always fun, and the bigger and cooler the tournament, the more you want to play after it. It's the best feeling. The community, the game is so good. So be sure to have fun there.